Hello, everyone. Welcome to That Time of the Week. I'm your host, Maddie Smith. Let's get into it. Happy Women's History Month from the most female-friendly podcast in the world. And by that, I mean we refuse to book men. Why would you? And you know who else is not celebrating Women's History Month? Mr. Potato Head. Hasbro just announced that the Potato Head family is now gender neutral. I think they're just trying to stay relevant during the quarantine. I get it. I post a thirst trap once a month, okay? You gotta get those likes, put those titties out there, put those legs out there. Remind the men that you are an object, okay? But then Hasbro walked back on their comments and they said, oh no, and it's not gender neutral. We're putting out a box set where you can make 2 dads or 2 moms and kids and blah, blah, blah. My question is, what happened to the old-fashioned Potato Head family where you got the Mr. and Mrs. who hate each other, they sleep in different beds, and they stay together for the kids? What happened to that? I'll tell you who won't be in my Potato Head family, Woody Allen. Ugh. HBO has a new documentary out, Allen versus Farrah. Yeah. Comes out every Sunday. Talk about the Sunday scaries. It goes over Woody Allen's inter-family relations, dating his daughter, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You can watch if you want. My qualm with the HBO series is that it doesn't come out all at once. So every Sunday I have to be like, oh, I'm going to go back to the filmmaker who fucks his kids. Happy Sunday, everyone. That was also my qualm with A Teacher on Hulu. I don't know if you guys... Same. Every week I had to go back and be like, okay, here, I'll watch the teacher fuck the kid again. And I'm returning to this 20-minute episode like a fucking disease-ridden person. So... that's my only insult, HBO. Put it out all at once. Let us binge and then move on. Anyway, it's hard when you watch something about someone and you can't consume their art anymore. All these guys are freaking out. They're like, oh man, I'm freaking out. Like, how do you separate the art from the artist with Woody Allen, you know? And it's like, you don't have to. You know how many Army Hammer clips I've watched since I found out he was a cannibal? Hell yeah. The Social Network, I'm looking in his eyes. I'm like, when did you eat the arms? But let's get our show started. We got 2 awesome gals today. We got Jade Marcotte.
What up?
What up? And Carmen Lagala.
Hello.
What the hell is up, girlfriends? We may have just recorded because I forgot to put on the audio recording. Happy Women's History Month. So happy to be here. How are you guys doing?
Like I said before, fine.
Me too. I'm fine. We're a year in. It's a March.
You're in.
It's the time that everyone's been talking about. March is coming. It's here. I feel pretty worthless lately.
I always feel that way, but
I always feel that way. Yeah. But this past year, it feels like you're a year in, and it almost feels like, what have you done? What have you done for yourself this year? And it's like nothing, actually.
Like, I always have such bad anxiety about life. Like, I always feel like I'm going to die, but now I actually could die. Mm-hmm. So, just been inside. That's all I'm doing.
Totally. What about you, Carmen?
Yeah.
Same.
Dude, fucking awesome.
I'm like, I hate people who are like, this is actually like, I'm thriving. Like, this year is like my year. I love just like the free time. And I don't know, I've just got a lot of time to focus on me. It's always men. Focus on me. I would never want to focus on me.
It's always white people who, they've been vacationing so much more than normal.
I was talking to someone the other day. He's like, I'm going with my wife next week to the Dominican Republic. And I was like, are we allowed? I don't know what's allowed.
It's crazy. No, I know so many white people who like left New York and just have been vacationing like every week, like different city. I'm like, good for you.
I think. You do you?
That's crazy.
I think.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I feel like everywhere except...
How many people have you killed?
Yeah, let's get some data out there. It feels like everywhere except New York is pretty like non-regulated. It feels like we're here in New York just still doing the old thing. And everywhere else is like, no, we're going to Applebee's on a Friday.
Yeah.
No distancing.
Yeah. I like thought about the last time I went to the movies the other day and I like got this sense of dread. Like I just, can you imagine going to the movies right now? Like sitting inside with a bunch of fucking people? Like it just, no. Okay.
No, I mean the closed air. I mean, ever since I saw the diagrams of the particles a year ago, and you know, there's like 500, and then they attack the other part, and then you're just surrounded in particles. Anytime I'm inside, I just feel the particles. You can see the germs bouncing from each person, like Osmosis Jones. So I don't really know.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be a long time more?
A year.
You think
I give it a year at least. I think we're gonna be wearing masks forever.
I think it should be normal. That's what a lot of people said too. It's like, if you're sick, wear a mask.
Okay,
I
if you're
agree.
sick, I agree. But I feel like we're always going to wear masks. That's the new normal.
I don't think we're always going to wear masks because people are so into their fucking freedom here that they'll be like, once they get the permission to not, it's donezo.
Yeah, true.
And no one likes to care for others.
Let me rephrase. I'm always going to wear masks.
Oh, you do you. Everyone else will be out there raw dogging the earth.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck. If COVID taught us one thing, is that no one gives a fuck about
Yeah.
anyone but themselves.
Seriously,
Yeah.
especially in the U.S.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. Especially here. All right. Well, let's get into our first segment. All right. And it's called Let's Sync Up. All right, so I always like to start the pod with one question to get us on the same page, to get us chatting. So on the theme of the gender neutral Mr. Potato Head, what was your favorite toy growing up? You can have multiple, you can have none, whatever you're feeling. I'll start with mine. Barbie Dreamhouse was a motherfucking boss queen bitch shit. Did you guys ever have one?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh my God.
No, I don't know.
Well, it's just a house that was a Barbie's house.
But that's not a toy, is it? It's
Yeah,
just
it's a
like it's
toy.
a house.
Well, okay. Well,
It's not a toy.
You could live
what would you
inside
consider
it.
toy?
The Barbie that goes inside is the toy.
Well, I
The
had
house.
so many Barbie, but the house leveled up the toy playing. The
Okay,
house was
true.
like, yo, she's living. It had a bathtub that you would pull down, and there was like a fake little water spigot in it, and then it had like a bed, and the Barbie was way too big for it. You know when you get like
Yeah.
kind of like off-brand Barbie stuff, and
Yeah.
she doesn't fit in the car. She doesn't fit in the chairs are like, she's literally like huge in it, but it was awesome. She was like upright in the bath and like huge in it, but it was amazing.
I was really into like Polly Pocket.
Oh yeah.
Fucked
remember
hard with
those.
Polly Pocket. Furbies.
Furbies.
Loved a Furby.
I don't think we ever got a Furby because I think my mom was like, they're too annoying.
They're
Very
annoying.
anti-Furby household.
What did they make a noise? I don't remember.
I thought they were
Yeah.
like Tickle Me Elmo. I thought
Oh,
like
they
you
said
tossed
something
them and they were
weird.
like, wow.
They would be like, "Meow, I'm
Oh,
sleepy."
And then if you had more than one, they would talk to each other.
They would talk to
Oh,
each other.
I loved that.
Wow, I have not thought about Furbies in years. Did you have one or two?
I think I had like two, and
Yeah.
I pressed their tongues, and they'd be like, yum, yum, yum,
Yeah.
or like something really creepy.
and Jade's like, I'm fucking hard right now. This is awesome.
Yeah, I fucked their mouth after. Furbies, Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies, fucked hard with those.
I fucked with Beanie Babies. I had the Spunk, the Cocker Spaniel. It was called Spunky, not Spunk. Spunky. It was called Spunky.
I had Jizz, the
I had
dragon.
Splunk, Jizz, Cum, Jizz, Rag, Sperm. It was called Spunky, and it was a Cocker Spaniel with like wavy ears.
yeah, I had that too.
Yeah.
He was slutty.
Yeah, he was a slut for sure. And then they had all the bears, and then they never went up in value
Yeah.
because your mom was like, "Don't take the tags off the Beanie Babies." Your mom made us keep the Bitty Babies from McDonald's Happy Meals, and they had like
Those were like not good.
they were awful.
They were so poorly designed.
I
and,
know.
like, cheap.
They were so cheap, but my parents were like, "Keep the tags on those. You never know." I'm like, "I know."
Do you still have them?
No. I'm like, you guys got divorced and got rid of everything. You got rid of the Bitty Babies. You got rid of the Beanie Babies. You got rid of our birth certificates. Like nothing worked out.
What if you had a Princess Di with a tag with some errors on it?
I know. Imagine.
How much was that worth?
I don't know.
Oh.
It depends what idiot will buy it. That's the thing. The whole
Yeah.
market is just decided on like crazy people who are
It's-
like, I have to have this.
It's literally the stock market too.
Mhm,
It's so true. Carmen, what was your toy?
Oh man, I asked for a lot of creepy toys as a child. I was thinking back. I was like, what did I asked for like a live mouse, a porcelain doll.
Oh shit.
These were not my favorite
A
toys.
live mouse.
These are
That's a
just things I
toy
asked
for you?
Toy, Carmen.
I mean, it died fast, so in a
Really?
sense, yeah.
Did you
How did
play
it
with
die?
its dead body?
Huh?
Did you play with its dead body?
No, they took it
okay.
out before. I probably would have.
You could have like opened it up, and
Damn.
you know, like in in elementary school
What's
when they
inside?
make you do the owl pellets with the and you take out the bones. You could have done that with it.
Oh, I loved that. So the
Yeah.
owl pellets.
You could have found your Polly Pockets in there.
I still have my owl pellet project. Just not the owl pellet itself.
You strike me as someone who, when they are like, hey, we're dissecting frogs today, you're like, I'm all in.
No, I don't
Really?
like, no. I'll dissect poop. That's fine. That's fun. But I don't like the animals. I didn't enjoy the animals.
The cats, I was like, I think in...
What? You had to
we
do
had, We had a
cats?
cat in 7th grade, and I said, no.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah.
I would have done human. I would do human any day. That's fine. But I'm not going to do a cat.
Yeah,
Never.
when it crosses over into the mammal road, like from frog, you're like, yeah, alien creature. But then when it crosses into something with fur that you also have one at home,
Yeah.
you're like, I kind of don't want to pick apart your insides.
No.
Yeah.
I'm good.
We
Yeah.
did pigs, fetal pigs.
Okay.
Fetal pigs too, like aborted pigs. Like,
Yeah.
It's fine.
I got a few of those. Okay, so you had a live mouse, porcelain doll.
Mm-hmm. Can't really play with it. You kind of just look at it.
Yeah.
I had favorite toys. I had a puppet of I don't even know what animal it was. I want to say an alligator. And
Yeah.
I used to take my mouth and put it on its nose and go, ha ha.
Wait, what?
So I think that I still have it.
You would put it on its. You would put
I
your,
put my whole mouth on its snout.
Fuck.
Oh,
It
cool.
makes sounds, yeah.
And then your parents were saying, Carmen's special.
Were you the weird kid in school?
Yeah, for a long
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
I figured
Yeah,
it
makes
out.
sense.
I figured out how to hack the system probably not until 5th grade, 5th or 6th.
Mhm.
And even then it was a struggle. And then high school I kind of hit a stride.
Hack the system as in hide your weirdness?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
You figure out how to navigate it. For a while I had no friends. No.
Really?
I mean, yeah, no. I was
That
just
doesn't
kinda
surprise
hollow
me at
little
all.
child, yeah. Just
Yeah.
a weird little, wouldn't like shake hands after games and stuff. Just
Right.
Yeah.
You left your hands to the side. You don't say good game.
No.
You wait. You
It's not a good game. We're 6. It's bad. It was bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Carmen has
Carmen.
depression.
It's dark.
I love this realness coming from you. What is this, the Joe Rogan podcast? Okay, so you had a porcelain doll, live mouse. Did the mouse have a name?
They got me a hamster instead of a mouse. And it was Christmas the 1st. And then quickly followed by Christmas the 2nd, Christmas the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, Clyde, who was actually Clydette because it had babies.
Oh my gosh, big mouse people.
Peanut butter. I think that's it.
Wow. We did not fuck with like rodents and shit in our home. It was
No.
like cats, one dog, then the dog died, and we said we're done with dogs.
Yeah.
No offense, Jade's dog is in my house right now. It wasn't an anti-dog
We're
thing. My
done
parents
with
were
them.
split up by then, and my mom was dating. She was a slut, so we didn't do any more dogs after that. And we never did like hamsters or anything.
We had too many animals.
Really?
Too many.
What was the range?
We had snakes. Well, I grew up in like a very small town, even smaller than Carmen's. My brothers caught a greased pig at the fair, so we had a pig.
So that's your
What?
pig? Yeah.
We had a pig.
Sounds right.
Is that crazy? We had a
Catch
pig.
it,
That is something I've only heard on like Mythbusters.
It's a real
the
thing.
The grease pig.
It's a real thing.
So the whole town runs after the grease pig,
Mhm.
and then your brother caught it.
Mhm.
Wow.
We had a pig.
And you have to take the pig home.
Yeah.
If I caught the grease pig, I would say, I don't want the pig. I want money.
Yeah.
Is there a monetary prize or
No.
just the pig?
Just the pig.
And does anyone go home and roast the pig?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Wow. Poor little piggy.
So we chinchillas. We had a ferret. We
Yeah.
had 3 or 4 dogs. We had cats. Too many animals.
Wow.
Too many.
Did you live on open land?
Yeah.
A lot of land?
Yeah. a lot of
Okay.
land.
The chinchilla is expensive, isn't it?
To buy?
I thought I had a friend with a chinchilla when she said she acted like it was like a prized. Maybe just because the chinchilla was named Jasmine. I was like, that's expensive. Like a high class stripper.
I think they're like $150.
Oh, shit.
Like-
Maybe it's the coat that makes me think. Like
Yeah,
chinchilla
yeah.
coats are so
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah.
But that's a lot of chinchillas.
You gotta skin them all. Just
Yeah.
to make. You gotta skin at least 15 to make a good cut.
and that's $1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
seeing now. I'm seeing the
Putting
size
it
versus
together.
the. Okay.
Mhm.
And then the Polly Pockets, I fucked with those too.
Yeah.
But then I would always get in trouble because they got sucked in the vacuum. The cat would eat them. They're so little.
They're very little.
But something was very intriguing about opening that thing and seeing her little home.
Clamshell.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's got a little bathroom and a
Yeah.
little vanity. And she had the firest clothes.
Why are homes not like that though?
I agree.
That's the real question.
I was always like, I want the real life Polly Pocket.
Who didn't want that?
Right. She had so many vibrant colors.
Yeah, there's
Did-
a market for it still, I'm sure.
Did she have a boyfriend?
Paul. Pocket. I don't know.
I just remember it was based on a real person. I don't know Polly myself. I think it was in England. such a boring story that I just told you, but I just remembered that. I
She's
know
based on a real
just A lot
person?
of weird. Yeah, that's like somebody's daughter, and then he made toys based on that.
It's always someone's daughter.
Yeah.
Someone's always got
It's
a
always a
daughter.
daughter.
I'm gonna open a chain called Wendy's, named after my daughter. I find that
Yeah.
more creepy than endearing for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes, because then she's trapped in that part of her life.
Yeah.
She's trapped as the Wendy's girl. She's trapped as Polly Pocket, little
you know, when
Debbie.
you're little and have those pigtails, baby, that's all I think about. Like,
and everyone you're gonna date is gonna think of little Polly Pocket, little tight little Polly Pocket, tight little Polly Pocket. Yeah. So you guys didn't fuck with Barbies that much?
I had Barbies.
I had Barbies.
Okay.
I did. But like, why are you laughing at me? But
Not
like,
at you. I was just remembering something.
no,
awful
I
about
had
my childhood.
not
Did you making them fuck?
I loved making Barbies fuck. But like, here's the thing. So I grew up in like Barton, Vermont. I would always want a Barbie that looks like me. But there were never any Barbies.
She doesn't look like a lot of people, but
She doesn't look like anyone.
No, yeah.
First of all, anatomical freak. But
I would love to look like her.
No, you wouldn't.
Side note.
No, you wouldn't.
That's a hot body.
You had to crawl on all fours.
Yes,
They had that whole stat
Sounds
page.
amazing.
Remember that?
I would love my feet to look like that. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, no. So like, I would try to like make my Barbie's hair like curly and stuff. I would like fuck with like I would put them in blackface, like just like fuck up.
Your Barbie's
Barbie
just
is
cancelled.
Kingdom Black, like it's just fucked up.
Wow. I will say once you cut their hair, it's over.
Yeah.
Because you realize it's not changeable. And it's so like I remember I cut it and then I was like, well, I guess I'll go shorter then. And then you cut it really short because you want to see what it looks like. Did you guys have Barbies with all their hair cut off?
Yeah.
It looks like those freaks in the other house in Toy Story, the rejected
Oh, yeah.
dolls. Yeah, Sid's
Yep.
house.
It's bad.
I had a life-size Barbie and she wasn't life-size. She was like 4 feet tall. Best. Okay, that was maybe best toy. I was like so fucking pumped. And she came, I'm pretty sure my parents got it at a garage sale, which I didn't find out until later. Do you ever find something out like that later and you're like, how fucking dare you? Give me the full-size regular Barbie. Anyway, so she was like this tall and she had blonde hair and I kept like cutting her hair because when you're a kid, you think like, oh, of course I'll give her a new hairstyle, but it does not look good. And I kept cutting it shorter and shorter. And then my parents called her Crackhead Barbie.
Yeah.
Hot.
And I was like 7 and my friends would come over and I'd be like, yeah, that's Crackhead Barbie. And they'd be like, what does that mean? I'd be like, I don't know, actually. So that was kind of like what my upbringing was, just incredibly inappropriate stuff coming out of my mouth.
I just remembered I had like a really big doll like that, maybe like 2 or 3 feet tall that we got at a flea market for $1. And it had,
hell yeah.
somebody had taken arms and legs from other dolls
Oh my gosh.
and put them
hate
into
that.
that doll to make it its own doll. And I was obsessed with Chucky at that age. I hadn't seen the movies, but I'd seen the trailers for the movies. And I was like, amazing.
You're obsessed with Chucky trailers.
Yes.
And how old were you then?
Probably 7.
Wow, that's young to be obsessed with Chucky.
Whenever it came out. I don't know.
I don't know, yeah.
I didn't see the movies though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Creepy doll. No one in my
Yeah.
house, nobody in my family would come near my room for a while. I had like a row of these dolls that would just sit. And this one was just like and it was supposed to talk, but it couldn't talk anymore. It had like the string, but it wouldn't speak.
Would
and
it
its hair was
stutter?
cut and it was like very dirty. And I was like, this doll's fucking awesome.
Ew, Carmen is so weird.
I'm so glad I didn't know you when I was younger. It's awful.
Come over and play with my dolls.
She started with Live Mouse that died after a day, and now it's like weird doll, and I'm obsessed with Chucky. Okay, so I'm feeling for your parents right now. And how do you tell your kid, you got to get rid of those when your kid enjoys them?
I don't know. They let me buy it. I think they took it out in the night one night and just killed it and buried it in the backyard. I never saw it again. At some point, it was just gone.
Oh, no.
Did you ever? I had my dad did that with my blankie.
Yeah.
I'm still
yeah.
still really bitter about it. 'Cause
I
he
feel like
lied to me.
That's rude, I feel like.
He lied to me.
Yeah,
He
how
was
did-
like
what'd he
it
say?
escaped, and I was like, "That's like."
Was this a magic carpet? What is going on here?
It's a great story.
He's like, the window was open and it just like went out, and I'm like, that doesn't work.
Wow.
I knew he was.
Was it all tattered and torn and stuff?
Oh, I would chew on it.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was disgusting.
I had a cousin he was like 10 and his blankie was left as a string and he would put it over his, like an oxygen tank. We would be at TGI Fridays and it would be on his face. That. Yes.
Yeah.
And at some point, I think he escaped as well. Yeah. I think the parents said the blankie escaped because this is fucking nuts.
That's enough.
Did you smell it and shit like that?
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure I was like all in it.
What is wrong with kids?
But like, I remember my best friend at that time, like, used to bring her blankie over to my house and would just like take the blankie and just like shove it in her mouth, like the whole fucking, and be like, it's like, I don't like kids. They're upsetting.
I think about this daily. Anytime I see a kid, I used to have baby fever and now I have baby hatred. And I think it's flipping for me where I'm saying I can't manage one of those things. I would hit it because, and I need to know this about myself before I have one, which I don't think I will because they are disturbing to me. They are needy. They are covered in grime. They are covered in spit.
They're so needy.
Yeah.
I just got a puppy, and not to brag, but I'm so exhausted by this fucking puppy, and it's just a puppy. Like, I could never have a kid.
And the puppy doesn't say, Mom, I want this Chucky toy. Mom, I want this four-headed flea market doll. It doesn't talk.
It doesn't talk about, like, it's never like, what's my penis? Like, what does it do? Like,
I cannot.
Yeah.
If I have a baby and I look inside and it's a boy, I will abort it.
Yeah.
I cannot raise a man.
Same.
I cannot raise a man. That's how I feel. I saw like a TikTok and everyone was commenting, oh my God, she's so cute. And the TikTok was a little girl. She was like 3 years old and she was coming into the bathroom. Her mom was getting ready and the little girl was like crying and she's like, okay, why are you crying? And she's like, I wanted you to do my hair as a ponytail. And I literally had to throw my phone and say, I can't do it.
No.
I can't. And all the comments were like, she's adorable. She knows what she wants. If my child comes in screaming at me about a ponytail when I'm already late for work, it's over.
No,
I'm sending you to the adoption center.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a boring exhaustion too. I do a lot of babysitting and it's just, you're just like saying and doing the same things over and over and over again. And you're like, should I kill? You just start because your brain needs to do something. So your brain's like, should I kill this child?
Should I kill this child? It's the survival mode in you. Should I kill and eat this child? You're starting to understand Armie Hammer a little more.
Yeah, no.
I need to watch your kids, but
I've only sat like once or twice. No one trusts me. But when it's happened, I've thought about shaking them. How can you not think about it?
You literally feel yourself because he keeps disobeying you, running around. He thinks he's the fucking shit, and you want to
questions. The questions are so dumb.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, how do you pour milk? I'm like, you should know this, you fucking idiot.
Do you see the handle? Do you have a hand? Do you pour? How? I can't. Nope.
No.
I was spanked. Were you guys spanked?
No. Unfortunately, I should have been because I was a bad bitch. Bad bitch kid.
I was spanked for shit reasons too.
Really?
Like, you're coloring too much.
Really?
Carmen.
Oh my gosh.
You're too creative.
Yes, how dare you?
They read an article in New York Times eventually and stopped doing it, but it was like, hey, don't hit your kids. And they're like, that's fair.
Okay, all right, New York Times. I will since I'm a liberal. I'll take your advice.
Yeah. Exactly.
Did you cry? I'd never have to leave.
But it didn't hurt. I don't think enough for me to cry. I think I just cried because it's so embarrassing.
Yeah, it's like humiliating. Your ass getting say, and now you get spanked by your boyfriend. You're like, what? I'm confused.
Wait, did they like bare bottom spank you? Because that's trauma. To be like, take down your pants.
No, they didn't.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You should text them now.
Yeah, did you bare bottom spank me? Hey, can I have money? And also, did you bare bottom spank me?
My parents my mom would wash my mouth out with soap.
That is so
mean.
Ancient. That's
so mean.
That's so fucking mean.
Well, my mom is also like 75.
Oh, she's old as fuck. Okay.
She's grandma age.
So was it after swearing or just talking back or?
I don't like, my mom is like very Christian, so I'd be like, shut up, and she'd be like, I swear, no, God, the devil, and would like freak the fuck up.
Oh my gosh.
So like anything.
That sounds awful.
I would be like, I don't like this person. She'd be like, that's equivalent to swearing. I'm like,
wow.
What?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was on the opposite spectrum of you guys. I didn't get like touched at all. So I have no like discipline in my life because of that. I didn't get hugs, but I didn't get spanks. So pros and cons, you know?
Do you feel empty?
Yeah, a lot of the
that's
time.
why.
Yeah, that's why. Oh, yeah, I know. That and many other reasons, but mostly that.
Yeah.
The lack of nurture in my home. Anyway, my parents are part of the Patreon, so enjoy that. I feel like we're synced up. Should we move on to the next segment? I'm feeling good. Nice topic of toys. Okay, so now we're going to play some Mad Libs. This segment is called Maddie Libs. All right, so we got some celebrity headlines. You guys know Mad Libs, right? We got adjectives, nouns, blah, blah, blah. We're going to, kind of like describe what happened through our Mad Libs. And no one can cancel us because we're just inputting adjectives. You know what I mean? All right. So let's get started with the first one. And how about you guys? You guys can throw out or you can alternate. I don't give a fuck. Why don't you give me something you would say when you're excited? Like an excited exclamation.
Oy vey.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't say that, but write it down.
I like it. I've never said that.
Who has said that?
I had a friend in college who would say it, and I'd be like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, they're friend in the past.
Give me a word for white women.
I mean,
Why did you look at me?
Bitches,
I'm looking
whores.
bitches. I'm gonna say bitches. I was looking for Karens, but I'll take bitches.
Oh,
Okay.
name, like first name.
Yeah. No, like something you call white women, like Karens,
Oh, okay.
or like I guess that's it.
Bitches.
Bitches.
That's fine.
What are something white women are known for?
Being bitches, man.
Being bitches.
You don't know, but
False rape accusation.
Fal-
Just kidding. Or am I?
What about false accusations?
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
mm-hmm.
Okay. This one's kind of long. Sorry about that. Adverb.
That one with an ly at
Yeah.
the end.
I hate adverbs.
I know.
Put it
Who
LY.
knows an adverb?
What about
I'm like, bitchily. You're not going to get anything but the word bitch from me. the
yeah,
whole time.
that one works. That one works.
I'm gonna
Bitchily.
stop. Bitch,
Okay,
just-
adjective.
Hairy.
Yes. Okay, and then give me a number or a decimal, 0 to 1.
A decimal?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Like
point.
point
Point
something.
5.
Okay. Give me an ethnicity.
Indian.
Nice. Okay.
I'm
And-
worried.
Now, give me a terrible way to apologize.
I was drunk.
Yes. Okay, that's a great one. Okay, we only got a couple more. Okay, give me an act of intimacy.
Analingus.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And then finally, a family member. Any family member.
Sister-in-law.
Uncle.
Creepy uncle, sister-in-law. I'll do both. How's that?
It's
Okay,
great.
so we got a first Maddie Lib coming through. And this one is about the Golden Globes. Yay!
Ooh.
The Golden Globes happened yesterday as of recording this podcast. Oy vey, said no one. Got him. Bitches Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, known for false accusations, hosted and bitchily called out the Globes for its hairy lack of diversity. To which the Globe said, come on, 0.5% of our people are Indian. And then they apologized by saying, I was drunk. Then they proceeded to give most of their awards to white people, mostly including The Crown, a show about white people providing analingus to their sister-in-laws and creepy uncles.
Makes sense.
That's
I would
actually
watch that
accurate.
show.
I would watch that show. Carmen
Is
watched
that
that as a
show?
kid.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch The Crown?
Mm-mm.
I don't really fuck with it. I watched like a few Princess Diana episodes, but other than that, I'm like, these people are freaks.
Is it? Okay, I'm going to watch it now.
Okay.
Okay.
It's freaky how weird they are. It's a lot of like familial secrets.
Is it like a lot of incest?
No.
Okay,
No,
no.
I was just
Okay.
heightening that.
It's not
The white,
incest.
the monarchy. It's less
Oh.
incest and more just like family secrets.
Okay.
Outing people and there was one episode where they hid family members who had developmental disabilities for sake of the blood because they didn't want the English population to think, oh, the blood's bad. That
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Like, preservation of the royals.
It's not great.
All right, let's go to the second one. All right, here we got sexuality. Give me a sexuality.
Asexual.
Nice.
I have an asexual friend. Did have an asexual.
Did? What happened? They
Congrats.
didn't want to fuck you? Sometimes I think I am, but then I remember I'm just in a quarantine
Yeah.
with my boyfriend,
Yeah.
which will make you asexual.
Ugh. Yeah.
What happened to your asexual friend?
I just haven't talked to him in like 10 years.
Oh, that's
15
okay.
years, yeah.
Yeah, I thought there was something bad.
He died.
No.
Yeah. Give me a gender.
They.
Okay. And then give me another sexuality.
People who are attracted to things. What
What
those
is that
people?
called?
Oh, I don't know. I only know.
When you like fucking objects. What is it called?
There is a name for it.
I know sapiosexual is attracted to smarts.
That is
which
not
is like,
a real
shut
thing.
The fuck up.
That is not a real thing.
Shut the
Attracted
fuck
to
up.
what?
Smarts, like
Your
brains.
intelligence, like, because men only say
No.
that when they're like, I actually like listening to women
I know.
talk, and it's like that's not a sexuality. That's,
I know. That's a relationship.
That's how most people should be.
I know.
Objectum sexual is what it's saying.
Oh, objectum sexual.
I thought it was
hot.
objectophile. I don't know.
That's how I feel about that Chucky doll you had. And let's get another gender. There's not that many. Okay. Okay, female body part.
Pussy lip.
Nice. Hell yeah.
The
Very
long one,
specific.
not
The
the
long
short
one.
one.
Yeah, the long one.
one.
And then just give me a number. Give me one number and then we got it.
A trillion.
A trillion.
And
Nice.
7.
Trillion and
Nice.
7.
Okay. So we got Shailene Woodley and Aaron Rodgers are engaged. You guys know Shailene, right?
No.
What? Yes, you do.
What was that show?
Big Little Lies.
No, the other show.
I
Like
don't
she
know.
was like when she was like a teen.
Oh, she
pregnant.
was in All American Teenager, American Apparel, Secret Life of the American Teenager.
That was such a bad show.
It was so, and she had bangs. Was she the pregnant one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm pregnant. And
forgot
everyone was
about that
like,
show.
yes, you are. Like, that's the whole show.
And it's like, how do we make this go on for 4 more seasons?
I've never seen this person in my life.
Okay, she was on Big Little Lies, and every like young adult novel turned into a film. She was
Yep.
in a lot of like cancer movies.
She always like got sick. She's like, my lungs, they hurt.
And then some-
But I want to make out with you.
Right, and she's
Yeah.
on like an oxygen tank
Yep.
made out of her blanket, and so she's engaged to Aaron Rodgers, who's the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, which is super random because both of them are rumored on the celebrity gossip sites, rumored to be different sexualities than what they are saying. So it looks like a publicity thing. We're all trying to stay relevant during the core.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I always come out. That's why I'm dating Andrew. So this one says, Shailene Woodley and Aaron Rodgers are engaged. It might be fake since Shailene is a closeted asexual they, and Aaron Rodgers is an object sexual he. Shailene said she's never seen a football game before, while Aaron said he's never seen a pussy lip. We give it 1,000,000,007 days. I was hoping the number would be lower.
Yeah.
But Carmen came
Mad
through with
lips
the power.
doesn't- I'm so sorry.
But once he saw the pussy lip, I think he got excited.
The long one.
You know what sucks about being in the NFL? Like, they don't let you. There's like one gay player, and he's like stopped playing since. I think he came out like many years ago.
Yeah.
Is Aaron gay?
Rumored
Rumored gay.
Both
And she is rumored as lesbian?
rumored.
Okay.
But the Aaron one is like all over every site. He used to date Olivia Munn, and she was in.
She's so hot.
She's so fucking hot.
How is she that hot?
She's beautiful, and she also got some lip fillers recently. She looks so fucking good with them.
She looks. You don't know who this is.
No, I think I do.
You might know her.
You know who it is.
She's like.
I do. I think because she's super weird, and she did like this weird thing once where people were like, she doesn't like it when you make eye contact with her, and she'll yell at you if you do.
Oh,
is
yes.
that the person?
What
I'm
is she, a
thinking of?
male comedian?
I don't know.
What's going on here?
Like on set, like somebody would try to like accidentally make eye contact with her, and she'd be like, "Don't."
Oh my gosh.
I mean, if this isn't true, sorry.
I don't know.
It's
if
okay.
that's
We
true.
say a lot of shit here. Luckily, no one listens.
That's 100% true. I'll say that.
Yes. Okay, yeah. So they're engaged. So now they're going on their post-engagement tour. Like, yeah, and it's so fake because she's like, the first time I met Aaron, where was I? Haha. And it's very. And someone was like, "Have you been to a football game?" And she said, "No." Ugh. So it's very. And he used
But
to
she
date
gets
Olivia
it.
Munn.
You get the gist of football.
Yeah, maybe.
Why
Sometimes
would you go? You don't have to.
You know, especially if you're someone who's been in film acting for your whole life. I could see how you could never have gone to a football game.
Do you think he's watched her shit? Like,
No.
he's watching like teenage cancer love stories and no.
No.
So it's fine.
I'd say she's one of the less relevant celebrities out there.
Yeah.
So I think it's a win-win for
I
them.
didn't know who she was, so she must not be relevant.
Yeah, well, you also didn't know what object sexual is, so. All right, let's move on to our last Mad Lib of the day. Okay, this one says, character in Harry Potter.
Neville Longbottom.
Nice.
Love him.
He turned out hot.
Yeah, he did it.
He got like too skinny and they had to put cotton in his cheeks because he got too hot. Because he started fat. All those people, they started fat on the Harry Potter and then they shot up.
They had to put like prosthetics to make him like on his ears.
Yeah, make him fucking ugly. Imagine. They do the opposite for me. Okay, adjective.
Sexy.
Nice.
Nope. Slippery.
Slippery. Okay, well, we got another adjective. You want to use sexy or a different adjective?
Moist.
Moist.
Yep.
Nice. Income per year.
40,000.
Nice. Okay,
Very
last
reasonable number.
very reasonable.
It is reasonable.
I respect that. You know, that's a new tax bracket from the basic unemployment that I get. Okay, so now we're talking Emma Watson. I don't know if you guys saw this week. She announced she kind of announced she's retiring from acting.
Didn't she announce that years ago?
Literally, because she was like, I'm going to be an ambassador now. I'm going to be.
Holy
from Harry Potter.
You don't know? Yes, you know
Got
Emma
it.
Watson.
She went to Harvard.
Did she?
Yes.
No, she went to Brown.
I'll Google it.
She went to... They're all the same.
They are all the
Anytime
Who
you ask
cares?
Ivy person, oh no, I went to Dartmouth. I don't give a fuck. I went to state school. Okay, shut the fuck up. Okay, so we got Emma Watson. So she announced again she's retiring from acting, but then her management was like, she's not retiring. She's just dormant right now. I'm like, that
What does
just
that
means you
mean?
haven't gotten any roles in a year, so you have to make a weird announcement so people don't wonder why you're so stale. That's how I feel. I want to make an announcement that I'm retiring from stand-up just so people are like, wait, what? And people talk about me. So Emma Watson has announced she's retiring from acting after playing Neville Longbottom for 10 years on Harry Potter. Let's see. And random roles in slippery movies. Emma looks forward to spending time with her moist boyfriend, who is receiving $40,000 per year to date her.
That's reasonable.
That actually might be accurate.
Yeah.
Would you guys take money to date someone?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Because I've dated some shitty people for free.
That's
like,
so true.
come on.
I'll take $40K. Post-tax, I don't give a fuck.
As long as they are not like
Yeah.
physically abusive,
Yeah, as long as it's not like Shia LaBeouf
no, I wouldn't.
or Marilyn Manson, Armie Hammer. Oh, actually, I feel like
He's
a
so
little...
hot though.
You think he's hot? I think before the
He
cannibalism,
could eat
I was
me.
like, that's one ugly motherfucker.
What?
Yes.
No.
Jade
not
has
for
terrible
me.
taste in men. Let
No,
me
I
look this up.
don't. No,
Not
I
for me.
don't.
Yes,
No, I
you do.
don't.
Yes,
Okay,
you do.
describe my taste in men.
Okay, well, we were watching the Woody Allen documentary. I said that man is hideous, and then I was like, wait, I know your type in men, and you were like, ugh, I did date a guy who looked like him last summer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And which man was it? Not Ronan. You thought Ronan Farrow was hot?
No,
Which
no. Woody Allen looks like someone I dated last summer.
Oh god. Okay.
No. But like less, like a hot, like a Woody Allen if he had plastic surgery,
Oh.
like a glow up.
A glow. I
Like
love a glow up.
like if he. Because he's fucking ugly. I can look at Woody
He
Allen
is.
and he's disgusting.
Yeah.
Not just because of the kid thing.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, he looks very similar to someone I dated.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
The Armie Hammer thing, to me, and maybe I personally just have an aversion to men who look like that because I know in my heart they always tend to be assholes. So I think
yeah, if
my
you're
brain
too
says,
hot,
No,
don't
I
like
have a
it
great
either.
taste of men. Shut up, Carmen.
No, you do not.
Well, no, describe it though.
Skinny, white.
So skinny.
I don't like a skinny guy.
Oh, I love it.
Really?
I love like every single guy I've ever dated.
Yeah.
Like people have approached me and been like, "Is he okay?" Like
I hate when their little arms come out of the t-shirt and it's like
love it.
they don't even have biceps. It's just like an arm. It looks like Kendall Jenner's arm.
Yeah.
Oh, you like that? Ooh.
I like when their calves like look like this, like this part of the
Yes.
forearm. It looks like a forearm because there's
and
no
they
muscle.
stick out of the shorts.
They're just like
That's like the
and they're so
Bacchus type of
pale.
body. Oh,
You can see the veins.
horrifying.
Love it.
But Armie Hammer's a little bit more built, so it sounds like you have range.
You know, I have fucked like many like muscular dudes, and I would continue to do that, but that's not my preference.
Me too. Yeah.
That's not my preference.
Okay, cool. So your well, that's very humbling for the muscular men
Yeah.
to know that they're not your preference.
Yeah.
Do you like skinny dudes, Carmen?
No, I used to run track and field though, so I don't know if this counts as skinny because they had to be very lithe for running.
Yeah, very sinewy.
That was like who I was around all the time, so it was really just a matter of convenience. So I ended up just like fooling around with everybody on our team.
Track and field people are fucking horny.
Yeah.
Is that accurate? I had a
Yes.
friend in college who was on track and field, and those dudes would fuck anything.
Yeah. We were all fucking each other.
Yeah.
It was whatever venereal disease someone had. We all shared it.
Yes, and they're skinny guys.
Yeah, no, I'm into that.
Oh, I love that.
But it might be like too much muscle for me.
The track guys, yeah.
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 Because like they're skinny,
muscle.
but they're like
They got those
they're
quads.
hard. Actually, no, I'm into that.
Yeah, they're hard.
Like a hard man.
So you like a guy who's so skinny who like has abs, but it's only because he's so skinny.
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends. I have range. I'll say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
As long as he's white. I'm just kidding.
You and me both. I'm just kidding. Okay. Anyway. All right. Well, we were just talking about Woody Allen, so let's revisit our topics from up top. Let's start with Woody. Why the fuck not? Lighthearted topic. So the documentary is out on HBO. My qualm so far is that it hasn't provided me any new information. I've kind of looked a lot into the Woody thing. There's been a lot of articles. Did Ronan Farrow write the New Yorker article about this, or was that someone else? That seems like a conflict of interest.
I don't know.
Which one's Ronan again?
He's the
all
kind of
have
hideous
names.
one.
The one with
actual
the
son.
like the
Woody's
doll,
real son?
the doll face.
The doll face.
Woody's actual son.
His face
came
is
out
so
of-
upsetting.
Is it his actual son?
Yes.
Yeah, his face is so upsetting. Something's.
He's wearing a lot of makeup. I feel.
I think he's wearing a lot of makeup
and
then
fillers. He has lip. He has lip fillers.
He has like the LA influencer face.
It's
He looks like he has a
bad.
filter on his face.
and he talks like this.
Yes. And then it makes you be like, do I trust your articles? Because something's up with you,
I
Ronan.
don't trust you.
So I read the article about Woody a while ago, and I was like, I got a lot of information. And then watching it, I'm like, I kind of already know this, but I'm watching the girl admit to it in the tapes from a long time ago, and now I feel a little bit weird, and now it's Sunday night. So that's my only qualm with the series, is it hasn't provided me any new info akin to the Britney Spears documentary. But what do you guys think so far?
Well, I didn't know that much about it. Like I heard like pedophile, and I'm like, he did it. I don't like that's like all I need to hear. But I've been so like invested in watching it. My roommate's getting so mad at me because I'm sitting on the couch being like, "There's a child. He's eating out a child," and I'm like just yelling at the TV. And he's like, "Please stop yelling, child being eaten out.
Right.
You can't yell that."
Right.
Yeah.
I'm getting hard.
Yeah.
It's
Probably actually.
like our landlord is hearing this and they're wondering what's going on.
He probably is getting hurt. But yeah, I don't know. I hate to think like stuff like that's entertaining because it's so fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like based in truth. So you don't want to be like, I'm entertained, but
Yeah.
I am entertained.
It's like that weird part of quarantine where you're like,
Yeah.
I can't watch the basics. I gotta hurt.
Yeah.
And I gotta feel and I gotta get, I want my skin to crawl.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I watched a lot of thrillers, a lot of true crime
Yes.
over the past year. And now I'm hitting that like,
Yeah.
okay, let's watch A Teacher on Hulu. I was like, ooh, I feel spooky and it's feeling good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been lots of incest, lots of rape, lots of murder. That's all I'm doing right now.
Triple threat. Okay. Carmen, what do you think?
Woody. I had done research in the past and decided that he was a pedophile. This is new the stuff was like new information to me though, mostly because I can't keep their names straight. Mia's the mom, right? She's a hoarder, and she's a hoarder of human beings, which I think is one of the
She's got the
most
Angelina
fucked up
Jolie
things.
thing. Of
Why
just,
does she
like,
have so
Angelina
many
only
kids?
had 6. Mia had like 9.
So many.
And she didn't care for any of them. Like, sure she was there sometimes,
Yeah.
but it's like, that's not what being a parent is. This is disgusting.
She had too many kids.
I feel like there's something very unsettling to me about someone who has a lot of kids but doesn't treat them the way they're supposed, doesn't nurture them, just like has them
Just
and
has
moves
them.
on.
They're just
My
like, I need more.
Literally, my grandma had 12 kids and she loved babies, and the minute they became toddlers,
Yes.
she didn't talk to them anymore.
Yeah.
And she just kept having babies.
That's too many
She
kids.
just love babies. I think they think they want to be pregnant. They want to have
Yeah.
a baby, and then
Yeah.
there's just kids everywhere.
I'm the opposite. I never want to be pregnant.
No, me neither.
That sounds bad.
If I ever decide to have a kid, I'll grow that thing in a fucking lab.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
I'm
They're
gonna
working
adopt.
on that.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
So you decided game over.
Yeah, a long time. And I basically majored in film in college. Woody never came up, we never watched his movies. I've never seen a single one of his movies. Apparently there are several. I've heard of Annie Hall.
There's a lot.
There's one for every year.
How many are there? Really?
There's
I've heard of Annie
50
Hall.
plus.
That's it. I've
Yeah.
never seen any of them. And people are like, they're so great, which is usually a sign that they're fucking awful.
That's
so
what
I'm not
I've
gonna
been
go.
like. I watched Manhattan in college with guys, and we were all stoned, and I had like a panic attack because I was like, these are just white men who are just like, Woody's so good, and it was such a bad movie.
But she's 17 and he's in his 40s.
Yeah.
And like, well, because they talk about it in the documentary. That's the only reason. Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen it. But like, he, like, throughout the movie, he's like, she just always wants to fuck me. I can't help it. I'm 40. And I'm like, what? I just like, it's so upsetting. It's so upsetting.
I know.
He's just jerking off to his own movies.
Probably.
That's
He
insane.
is, and then he brought his work home with him, and then he married his own stepdaughter,
gross.
half daughter, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever spoken to her? Has she said anything to anyone ever?
Like, publicly.
She's
I
a
wanna
haunted
say
person.
no, she's haunted.
Yeah.
Someone I know,
She's literally a ghost.
someone I know saw Sunyi pushing him in a wheelchair coming out of a building once. That's all I know.
Can he not walk? Like,
I think lately
How
he's
old
been
is
pretty
he?
old. He's old as
he's been
fuck.
pretty old lately.
I don't know. I didn't really know much about him until like the article because I wasn't wowed by any of the movies.
No.
Like Annie Hall was just. I was just like all the movies. I'm like, you're annoying. You're being an annoying man to me. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Why would she ever want to date? It's like a pick me guy. Why would she ever want to date me? I'm fucking. I don't. Shut the fuck up.
No one
Yeah,
cares.
why would she? Because
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that lack. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen Midnight in Paris, and that movie's fucking stupid.
That was literally one of the worst movies I ever saw in my life, and I said that at a party, and people in uniformity gasped. They said, oh, "I love Midnight in Paris," and I had to leave the
Were
party.
they all white?
I think it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they had no-
Historically, it was probably all white people,
no
unless
one-
I was at Wild and Out. I wish they would say, but I don't know what Midnight in Paris
Yeah,
is.
no non-white person likes that movie. Like, what the hell? That movie's trash.
It's trash as fuck. It's very like bad book. Have you ever seen Midnight in Paris? It's
I've
like
seen none of his movies.
Owen Wilson hanging out with famous authors in
Owen Wilson's
1920s
in it?
France.
Yes, Owen Wilson. He like is engaged to Rachel McAdams, and then he's like, she's not that nice to me, so I'm just gonna walk around and go to 1920s.
I didn't know he made movies this recently. I think in my head I'm like,
Yes.
he wrote movies in the 1930s or whenever he was like alive.
He wrote for Charlie Chaplin. So the Woody Allen method is he makes a movie a year. Lately, he hasn't been able to make as many movies because no one wants to work with him. I think the latest one was the Wonder Wheel one about Coney Island, but I think there was some stuff because people were dropping out of it. And I feel like Emma Stone or Kate Winslet or something had something to do with it. But
Kate Winslet was in that.
Yeah, but he makes a movie every year, but only a few of them have been actually good. And it's been Annie Hall, Manhattan, and people say Midnight in Paris.
No.
And some others. But for the most part, they're trash as fuck.
Yeah.
So that's...
He's just
You
like
shouldn't
a
take
white
a year.
guy.
Yeah,
he's
also a
just
year
a
to
white
He's
guy,
literally a white guy.
who got into it like 1,000 years ago. So people are just like, yeah, he's a name.
Yeah,
Let's-
because back then there was a filmmaker.
Yeah.
There wasn't 500 filmmakers.
Yeah.
500, that's small. But there wasn't film majors. It was just him doing it. Same thing with
Yeah.
comedy. The first white man to do comedy was the best of his time.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about Woody too. It's just like he was just the one to do it at that time.
Yeah. Not good.
The goal of making one per year is something that I want to be like, hey, you can give up on that. You know, you don't have to stick to that because then you're just putting out bad movies.
Right. Like, take some time,
Yeah.
research, write something you care about. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
I don't know.
totally.
So I'm adopted, and I make incest jokes to my family all the time. like that's how I felt watching it. I would just like remember like as not like as a kid, but like late high school, like college years. I would always like tell my brothers, it's like not incest if we're not related. Like, so I just thought about
Yes.
that. I'm like Woody Allening my brothers, and I feel bad.
I love that for them.
I should apologize.
Are your brothers skinny white men?
They are.
Oh, it's all coming together.
I want to fuck my brothers.
I'm seeing what's going on here.
Yeah.
I feel very sad for the kids in this family because you know they're running around with neglect. They're looking in the fridge at 2 a.m. starving, that no one's watching them. No one's telling them when to go. It just feels like a very lonely household.
It just, yeah. Like, the first episode, Dylan was like, he slammed my head into the spaghetti. Yeah. And I was just like, I really wanted spaghetti, to be honest. But, like, also, like...
Sounds good.
Yeah. I was like, that's your worst complaint? But, like, no, I don't know. Like, she obviously has a lot of mental issues. Because, like, she was also like... He said he never wants to see my kids. Why would you want to date someone that's like, I never want to see your kids?
This whole series could not happen if you said, okay, I won't date someone because I already got a bunch of kids.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't you want to date someone that's like, I want to live with you and like hang out with your kids, but like not molest? But
although
like,
I do think back then it was just men. And I think now women know, like, I'll date someone who says I like your kids, but back then it was like different for women to be like, oh, I won't date him then.
Yeah.
Back then you just went with whatever the dude said. And if he said he hated your kids, you'd be like, oh no, well I'll make you dinner still. Yeah. So it was a little different back then. Is there any artists that you guys have a hard time separating from their art based on what you heard about them?
Michael Jackson.
Dude, every time I hear Michael Jackson at a wedding, I'm like, uh-oh.
I'm also a denier.
No, Carmen.
Sorry, I don't believe those children.
You would leave a kid with him?
Yeah.
Wait, no. Okay.
I wouldn't.
You have a niece. Mm-hmm. You would leave your niece with Michael Jackson.
They're not his type.
They're not his type. I'll take a niece. Michael Jackson's not looking for nieces.
My nephews are also, or I just don't think are his type. No offense to them.
Why?
Because I've seen the people, the two kids that... I mean, they're cute, but they're not like Macaulay Culkin cute. But also Macaulay Culkin is like, he never came anywhere near me. You guys are crazy. Tito said he was going to come out with a documentary of his own that refuted all of the claims, but he has yet to do that. I think he was like the same way that I'm like, I'm going to write a movie this year.
Oh, yeah. We're all working on a pilot. Yeah. Yes, for sure.
I finished it.
The HBO one is one that I couldn't finish. That was another one where I was revisiting every week, and I was like, I think I get the gist of what happened in Neverland.
It was so long.
It was so long, and it was like a lot of like Michael again asking me to bend over and spread my cheeks. I get it. He has a way of doing sex with the kids.
Yeah, I watched that on a first date.
Oh
no. Okay. But like, he was really hot, but like, he was like someone like Carmen who was like, I don't think he did it. So like,
when men say he didn't do it, fuck those men. I don't like them. If I'm a woman, I can say it.
Yeah, we're allowed to say.
I guess you can say Michael Jackson wasn't a pedophile, but like, it was such like a turnoff when he was like, I don't think he did it. And then I was like, then we started fighting, and he's like, I bet you think 9/11's real. And I was like,
whoa.
Mm-hmm.
So package
Did you
deal.
Fuck him?
I'm only Michael Jackson.
Several times.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so Carmen's only Michael Jackson. That's the only one. So you'll still listen to his music?
Of course.
I think pretty much everyone listens to his music.
I've
never been somewhere and had someone say, can you turn this off?
Yeah.
And
I've been somewhere where they did that to like R. Kelly music. They asked for it to be turned off.
Yeah.
But like,
the remix to Ignition though. Yeah,
that's the only good song. That I like.
There's another R. Kelly song that I enjoy. You think everyone's on the same page, but when I was at Wild 'N Out, and whenever I got my hair and face done, they would play R&B music. And when R. Kelly came on, they'd be like, turn that up. They never, no one ever said, oh, don't turn that up.
No, this summer I was like walking around in Brooklyn, and I thought it was like a Black Lives Matter protest going on, but it was a Free R. Kelly protest going on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was wild.
Did you accidentally chant, this is what democracy looks like?
I joined in for a second and then like looked around, and I was like, is this, well, I can say this because I'm black. Like, I looked at like other people's shirts, and I was like, who died? And then I realized it was R. Kelly.
Oh my
on their
gosh.
shirts. Oh. Yeah.
Wow. Was there a lot of people?
There was like 50 people marching around downtown Brooklyn chanting Free R. Kelly. And he didn't do it. Which is a stupid chant. Free R. Kelly, he didn't do it?
Yeah.
Like,
you think they'd actually at least come up with like a tune to reflect his music.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy, especially during like Black Lives Matters.
Do it. Yeah.
There's something better for you to be doing. Like,
yeah, at least for the month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That is crazy. One person who I Well, I don't know. I couldn't watch Sex in the City the same way anymore after I heard Carrie Bradshaw or Sarah Jessica Parker is a bitch and a half. Although I feel like you can kind of just infer that from watching the show.
What did she do? Like, what's the worst thing she did?
The worst thing was just that, well, the four of them aren't friends IRL, so it kind of makes you watch the show in a different light. You're like, but I guess when you think about acting, you're like, that makes sense. But the way they played their four best, and they they went to their dressing rooms, like didn't talk to each other, and then they come out and play the scenes, and then I guess
that's very New York City friendship. Though,
very,
too.
yeah.
Really,
so true.
Kind of matches up.
And then Sarah Jessica Parker was, I think, very mean to Kim Cattrall. Although Kim Cattrall lately has been going off and off and off about it, and I'm more just like, maybe leave it because it happened a long time ago. Now I'm just kind of, when someone goes so hard that you're like, shut up.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, go Kim, and now I'm like,
calm down.
Calm down. It was a set, and Sarah Jessica Parker was the lead.
Yeah.
And of course she's going to be fucking rude to the other three people.
Yeah.
So, but I think there was some anti-oldness stuff.
Anti-oldness.
Yeah.
Ageism.
There was some her getting fucking menopausal in there to Kim Cattrall, because Kim was always the oldest one.
But she's hot.
She's hot. She was the best character.
The hottest one.
She was the most fun
She's
character.
the best one. Everyone wants to be a Samantha.
Yeah.
In my heart, I know that I'm not at all.
Yeah.
I've tried, and it actually makes me feel empty.
She played Samantha?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you guys watch Glee?
No.
Bad show. But like Leah Michele, nightmare.
What I have heard. And what you can also guess just from watching the show. I mean, look at her smile. That's a smile of someone who will destroy your life.
Yeah, like she she was like the spokesperson for, I don't know, some like food delivery shit.
Yes.
Who gives a shit, like Sunbasket.
Yeah.
And then like one of her cast members, who like the only black woman on the show, was like, Leah Michele, remember the time that you ripped off my wig and said you'd shit in it? That came out during Black Lives Matters. Yeah.
Black Lives Matter. And I think ever since then, people, like, she's pregnant now, Leah Michele. I think she should just remove herself from the spotlight after that.
Yeah, I mean, she got she's been canceled so many times. Like, and what has she ever acted in since?
Other than Glee, what has she been in?
She got nothing. Nothing.
She has the face of someone who I say, I don't want to talk to you because I know you will do something hurtful to me.
Her mouth is so wide. I guess, like, you should just be a professional eater. That's
she should do the, what's it called when you put a bunch of food in front of you and you eat it? What are those called? Mukbangs.
Yeah,
she should do the mukbang.
She should just be a
Stuff
YouTuber.
Her and Cameron Diaz, big ass mouths.
Big ass mouth club.
So you have a hard time watching Glee because of that?
Well, I was not no, I didn't really watch Glee.
Yeah.
But like, that's just someone I think of when I think of like canceled.
Yes.
For sure.
Is there anyone, Jade, who you are like, I can't watch that anymore? Or listen to that music?
Like if I hear like one whiff of like, they were a rapist, I don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't love anyone enough to like be a diehard. I think Beyonce, if like we found out that Beyonce was like
child trafficking,
I wouldn't care. I don't think
her music is way too fire.
But I also don't like kids. So like, what's something that I like?
She was.
She's a white woman in blackface. I think I wouldn't care.
Whoa, that would blow my mind.
I wouldn't care.
I would still listen to her music.
She did it well.
She crushed it. Rachel Dolezal, take note. Right?
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't cancel Beyonce. I would still listen to her music.
They're only the people who I have heard two of their songs have been like the T.I. thing with his daughter Simon. I was like, well, I only know one of your songs and it's played at football games, And then like Chris Brown, I know one Chris Brown song.
Chris Brown.
So it's not that hard for me to.
Did we uncancel Chris Brown? I did some research on that recently.
People.
I think
where I was like, it seems like he did a lot of work on himself.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
It seems like he did, based on everything that Rihanna has forgiven him. Whether or not that's a publicity stunt is up
I have
for.
no idea.
But he attacked his ex.
Yeah, I thought that was
recently.
Really?
Yeah. Within the last year or two. Mm-mm. Yeah, no, he's fucked up. Mm-hmm. But people love his music.
And I never, when he came out when I was in high school and they're like, oh, every song was like, only 16. I'm like, shut the fuck up. No one cares. And I always thought his songs kind of sounded like lo-fi dance songs. But people were obsessed with Run It.
People love.
I like No Guidance.
I don't know how that goes. How's that go?
Sing it. Sing it.
I can play it.
No, just sing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck around, take my last name. That one. Yeah. Sorry, it's good.
No guidance.
Wait, who shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot?
Oh, I forgot something.
Trey
Songs?
Was
No,
that him?
that's
No.
someone else.
Was it? Who was it?
It can't be. No,
Who
it's
shot her?
Tony something.
Tony
Soprano.
Soprano
Look it up.
shot Megan Thee
I
Stallion
don't
in
know,
the foot.
but I don't know his music either.
No, I don't know his music, but he did an album.
Tory Lanez.
Yeah,
Tory Lanez.
T.
Tory Lanez.
Yeah. Lennis.
Lanez. Lanez.
He did an album like clapping back at Megan, but I'm like,
Yes.
why? Like that doesn't. How do you shoot someone in the foot and then make an
After
album?
she didn't say who did it because
She was like, he's a black man.
Yeah.
He's gonna go. Like,
yeah,
I would talk. I'm sorry.
dude. Oh, the minute I get shot, I'm talking.
I'm singing.
I'm singing. I'm running to whoever's in charge. So, all right. Well, that's Woody Allen. I look forward to what. Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna keep watching. It makes me feel.
It's gross.
It's gross. Her face, even just me. The whole situation is weird. It's like you're watching a weirdo family just air their drama.
They're all weird.
They're all weird.
Do they even all talk now? Like, I feel like they don't have a relationship at all.
Right, because
Like,
they're
it's
all
like,
talking from different places. And then Ronan's just putting out hit piece after hit piece on every rapist in Hollywood. I'm like, whatever. Mm-hmm. Not to the rape, but whatever. Harvey Weinstein makes great movies. But, well, that's our pod. Thank you guys for joining me so fucking much. Carmen, where can we find you?
Oh, okay. You can find me on the internet at Carmen Legala on Twitter, at Carmstagrams on Instagram.
Hell yeah, check out Carmen, and hopefully stand-up might be back soon, so follow Carmen for shows. And then Jade, where can we find you?
yeah, so I'm at OK Jade Marcotte on Instagram, and I also have a fun pod called I'm Hot Right. And I have an episode with you.
Which I have obviously been on, right? And we did have some drama with our episode. You guys should listen and check it out. Not between Jade and I, obviously, but someone we talked about. Maybe a C-list level celebrity who clapped back when we called him ugly. We won't name names because we don't want to get in trouble again, but it's there.
Look it up.
Take a listen and follow Jade because shows are coming back. Maybe. I don't know. It's a year away. But anyway, thank you guys for listening. If you're listening to the podcast, please join the Patreon. $5 a month gets you video fucking episodes along with solo Maddie episodes and just support my fire career. Okay? If you're watching on Patreon, thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye.